There's this huge question we all face. How do you get things done in the world? I mean, really achieve something without completely losing your inner peace? It almost feels like you have to pick one or the other, right? Well, today we're going to try to solve that. We've dug deep into the teachings of some incredible minds, from ancient spiritual masters to modern-day high-performance coaches, to pull together a single, practical blueprint that connects it all: your physical energy, your mental clarity, and what you actually do out there in the world. So let's start with the most basic question of all. Where does a good life actually begin? If you were going to build a life of clarity and focus from scratch, what's that very first brick you'd lay down? Now, you might be thinking it starts with some big goal or a powerful mindset shift, but the real answer is, well, it's a lot more fundamental than that. And honestly, it's probably not what you're expecting. It begins right here, with our most basic, most physical resource: energy. Yeah, that's right. Before you can even think about taming your mind or chasing your ambitions, you've got to fuel the engine. I mean, think about it. Your brain is a biological machine. All that deep thinking, all that focus, all that self-awareness we're about to get into, it all runs on raw metabolic power. And that power comes from one place: the food we eat. And that brings us to the very first layer of our blueprint, what I call the forgotten foundation. We get so wrapped up in productivity hacks and mindset tricks that we totally forget about the physical engine that makes any of it possible in the first place. And here's the thing: building this foundation is way more accessible than we think. Simple, everyday foods like you see here can give us the essential building blocks for high performance. The performance coach Robin Sharma talks about this all the time. He argues that managing your energy is so much more important than managing your time. Why? Because without that physical power, the best plans in the world are just, well, they're just ideas, castles in the air. This quote from Sharma just nails it, doesn't it? It's the perfect bridge. Physical fitness isn't some separate hobby. It directly fuels our mental toughness. A body that's well-fueled creates the stability you need for a mind that's resilient and focused. And that powerful mind, that's the next critical layer of our structure. Okay, so with our physical foundation in place, now we can turn our attention inward. It's time to become the architects of the mind. And for this part, we're going to look at the timeless wisdom of some incredible sages who basically gave us the user's manual for our own heads, the tools to finally quiet that constant noise. This first insight from Ramana Maharshi is, well, it's revolutionary. It completely changes your relationship with your own mind. See, your mind isn't some solid, all-powerful boss that's controlling you. It's just a process. It's a stream of thoughts, feelings, and memories, just passing through. And if it's just a process, that means it can be watched. And when you start watching, you begin to notice these two different aspects inside you. Over on the left, you've got the ego. This is the narrator, the storyteller. It's that voice that's constantly creating a story of me, defined by my likes, my dislikes, my history. And as Eckhart Tolle points out, it's always looking for problems to solve just to keep itself busy. But then, there's the other side, the self. This is just pure awareness, the silent witness in the background that's totally untouched by all the drama. It just observes. No judgment, no story, just silence. So the main tool for making this shift, for moving your loyalty from the ego to the self, is something called disidentification. It sounds complicated, but it's actually incredibly simple. It's the practice of realizing, truly realizing, that you are not your thoughts. You are the space in which the thoughts are happening. This isn't about fighting your thoughts or trying to stop them. It's just about stop believing that they are you. And what's so amazing is you see this exact same idea echoed across centuries. The ancient sage Adi Shankaracharya put it about as clearly as you can. You are not this temporary body. You are not this chaotic mind. You are the timeless consciousness that is simply aware of both. Then you have someone like Jiddu Krishnamurti who takes it even one step further. He says, the observer is the observed. What he's pointing at is that the second you create a separate me who is watching the thoughts, you've created a division, a conflict. But in pure awareness, that separation just dissolves. There isn't a watcher and a thing being watched. There's just watching. And finally, Eckhart Tolle brings this ancient idea right into our modern lives. You don't have to fix your thoughts or solve your emotions. All you have to do is become aware of them, without judging them. And that simple act of awareness is the most powerful and transformative thing you can possibly do. So we've got a fueled body. We have a clear, observant mind. The final piece of the puzzle is, okay, how do we turn that powerful inner state into actual results in the real world? This brings us to the very top of our pyramid, the bridge to action. This is where we connect all that inner work to tangible outer performance. And for this, we circle right back to the practical wisdom of Robin Sharma. He gives us the one tool we need to connect our inner world to our outer goals. And that tool is discipline. Not discipline as some kind of punishment, but discipline as a structure that actually creates freedom. It's the reliable bridge that lets your inner vision become your outer reality. And Sharma breaks down how to build this bridge into a really clear path. Step 1, use that clear mind you've been cultivating to get absolutely crystal clear on what you want. As he says, confused people hesitate. Step 2, install the daily disciplines, the routines, the habits that move you forward almost on autopilot. And step 3, execute with consistency, day in and day out, knowing that all stunning results come from those small daily improvements. And this quote right here, this is what makes this entire model work. It's the glue that holds it all together. Sharma makes it so clear. The outer work, the public success, is literally impossible without the inner work first. Learning to watch your thoughts, to not get hooked by the ego, to find that quiet space inside. That is the private victory. And only after you've won that battle can you ever hope to achieve anything meaningful out in the world. So, there we have it. We've put all the pieces together, we've journeyed from the most basic physical foundation up through the pillars of the mind and all the way to the top, practical, real-world action. Let's take one last look at the complete structure for what it means to live a truly integrated life. Here it is, the whole blueprint. It starts at the bottom, with the foundation. You have to fuel your body and manage your energy. You just can't think straight on an empty tank. Built on top of that, you have the pillars. Observing your mind to gain inner clarity so you're not a slave to your own thoughts. And right at the top, the apex. Acting with intention through consistent, disciplined execution. See how it works? Each layer supports the next. So, I'll just leave you with this question. Forget about all the complexity for a second, and let's go right back to the very beginning. What is one simple, small action you can take today to strengthen that foundation? Because that, right there, is where a truly good life really begins.